first and foremost, I want to give you an overview of Browning Associates and our services, and then I want to talk to you about the people that fit our model best to see if maybe that resonates with you and if it sounds like you fall into that spectrum of the people that we help the best. Now, what we are not, and I want to cover what we are not first, and that is we are not a recruiter or headhunter. A lot of people come to us and they think we are, but the reality is we're not. Now, what is the difference between us and a recruiter and a headhunter? Recruiters and headhunters represent companies in their best interest, right? And so they represent positions. They typically bid for the right to represent a position inside of a company. And then once they fill that position, they're paid a 20 to 30% placement fee once the position is filled, right? They don't care if you get the job ultimately or if somebody else gets the job, they get paid either way. There's no judgment. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it is what it is. Using a recruiter is a much more reactive process in which companies they retain recruiting organizations or individuals, and those people have to fill the positions, and then they get paid accordingly. But because if you think about the nature of that, whoever is paying the recruiter, that's where their alliance and allegiance is going to be. So what makes us different is we are the complete opposite of a recruiter and headhunter. We represent you. We are an executive career management company with a sole focus on helping you get to where you want to go. Our alliance and allegiance is with you. Our specialty is in eliminating the challenges that most executives run into that slow down their search. We're going to help you get where you want to go faster. And we've done this by helping thousands of executives over almost the last 3 decades. Now, literally 28 years of success doing this. So we elevate your perceived value in the marketplace. That is the key to everything. If you want to be able to find success, you have to highlight what we call your executive ROI. How do you position yourself as the best investment opportunity for a company and use that to open doors and increase conversion rates of conversations into job offers? That is everything. So we help you target and connect with the right people to uncover the right opportunity, and then we provide support from the start of your search all the way through the finish line once you've received an offer. So before I get into anything else, and I know that's a lot of information, but before I do anything else, I want you to consider some of the stuff, some of the following. What is your ideal role? What is that to you? It's really important to really consider what are you looking for, because we're not the best company to work with if you're just looking for a job. But if you're looking for an ideal position, there's nobody in the world that can help you get there faster or better than us. What industries are you considering, and what industries is your value proposition going to be highest in? How do we present you as the best investment opportunity in different industries? Are you restricted geographically? Are you needing to relocate somewhere? Do you have a sick family member? Do you need to move because of kids, or are you just looking to relocate because you're sick of the cold weather in the Northeast like I was when I moved? Who knows? But all those different things, geographical restrictions come into play. What's your desired income? What's the company size and the culture of the company that you're looking to be with? Are you looking to take your experience with a larger company and work with a smaller, more company in more of a growth mode, and take your experience and be able to show them how to reach that next level? We work with a lot of people in that capacity. A lot of companies, a lot of people that have worked for multi-billion dollar organizations and look to find opportunities with the small to medium sized companies that I would say anywhere from 100 million to $900 million in revenue, and make a greater impact and be able to have a greater scope of responsibility. That's a big part of what we do. Ultimately, the key thing to understand here and to consider is that it's not just about getting a job. If you're thinking about getting hired, you're going at this from the wrong direction. You need to figure out what's the right fit for you and who are you the right fit for, because if you're watching this, I assume you're looking for an executive level position where you're going to be a leader in the organization, and they don't just hire you, they invest in you. And you need to know that when they're looking for this investment, it's got to be a fit both directions, so it makes sense for everybody. And if we can't figure out how to position it as such, and we can't figure out how to position you as the best investment opportunity for them, it's not going to work. Now, the top 3 challenges that our clients face every single day is, first and foremost, people just need help getting in front of the right people, right? The people classically come to us and say, listen, I could sell myself if I could just get in front of enough of the right decision makers, right? So we help people follow a process and get in front of more executive level individuals and companies where you have a synergy and where you could solve a problem for that company. A lot of people have a hard time even targeting those opportunities. So we help and do a lot of the research. We help you target the companies and we help you target the decision makers. And ultimately, we focus on how to present you. And people have a hard time with their branding and marketing. And so that's where we're going to help you present yourself as the best investment opportunity so offers are extended and or created for you, right? Or opportunities. A lot of people have opportunities completely created for them because if we could just get you in front of enough of the right people, if you're the right fit, there's no limit to opportunity. Opportunities will be created for you if you are the right fit and if they see you as a viable investment opportunity for that company. So it's really key to understand those three things. Now, the hidden executive market, ultimately it's really important to understand this. Most executives I speak with are just flying out to job boards or just blasting their resume out to job boards and job postings. But the reality is 90+% of the jobs you're looking for are never going to be published or advertised. They're never going to be with recruiters or headhunters. They exist and they're filled through private networks. It's really important to understand that. And I'll get into that more. And this is really the reason for our success. Because if you think about it, when an opportunity comes to fruition and it comes to market, what happens? The decision maker, the first thing that they think is, who do I know that would be a good fit for this job, right? And if they want to expand their search more, they say, who do I know that knows somebody that'd be a good fit for this job? So what we need to do is we need to position you as the best investment opportunity, and then we need to market you and brand you and get exposure of you and you as a product in the marketplace to the right people. Because once we know how to target the right companies, we can reverse engineer a strategic networking process that will give you a competitive advantage and get you in front of the right people. Because that way, when an opportunity does come to fruition and they say, who do I know that knows somebody, or who do I know, you are in that conversation before the opportunity becomes highly competitive and sought after, right? So it's key to understand that this is not a job search. This is a product launch. This is a business launch. And that's what we do. We follow best practices when it comes to a business launch. And that's why we've been doing this for nearly 30 years of networking and marketing our clients. And this is all we do. We create a target audience and we create a business plan to go out and land that position. And then we give you the tools and the resources. And ultimately, most importantly, we give you the support to execute on that plan effectively. Now, that I can't tell you, that is it. Your success is going to come down to two things. A, you need to quantify your executive return on investment to elevate your perceived value in the marketplace. It's important to understand that once you do that, it's not the person who's the most qualified, period, who gets the job. It's the person whose brand is strategically promoted to the right person at the right time. That's who gets the job. And if you are a viable investment opportunity and you're given the right exposure and have the right doors open to you and the conversion rates of being given an offer from that come into play, that's where success in the executive search market comes from. You need to have the right executive investment opportunity for yourself. You need to get exposure to the right people and have the right doors open for you, and then opportunity comes from that. Now, the hidden job market, I say that term a lot, and you're going to hear me throw it around a lot. Let me explain what that means a little bit. Every company has a problem. That is the reality. And that problem is no company has all the talent that it needs. Let's face it. You've probably worked in a lot of different companies and you've never sat there and said, you know what, I think we have every single person in every single place and we're completely set. I've yet to meet somebody in that position. So the reality is new jobs are always being scheduled or planned as strategic initiatives due to creation of new business units, new growth opportunities, whether it's organizational restructuring, looking to take the company in a new direction. The reality is executives make hiring decisions based on relationships and emotions, and then they validate with logic. So how do you get in, cultivate those relationships, and then logically position yourself in a way that you are a solution to a problem for a company? That is everything. So we're going to help you get in front of the decision makers you need to connect with, so you are the natural and obvious choice to invest in to solve that problem for those companies. That is the hidden market. They are the jobs that exist before people exhaust their resources and they actually post them on job boards or go to recruiters or anything of that nature. And if you think about that, The best companies in the world are not going to outsource the hiring of their talent to a recruiter that doesn't understand you, right? I mean, or their industry to their level. They're going to use relationships to do that, and that's what we need to really tap into to find what you're looking for. Now, in order to do this, we give every single one of our clients a coach and a project manager. Now, that person is way more than a coach and a project manager. They are a strategist. They play every single role. They are accountable to you, and they work with you and for you, helping you prepare for meetings and calls, and then they help you follow up on those calls, follow all of our best practices, helping you debrief after each and every single call, making sure you're not dropping the ball, every I is dotted, every T is crossed, making sure that every conversation is moving the ball forward, giving progress towards getting you where you want to go. We work with you from the starting line all the way through the goal line to when we help you negotiate for your offer at the end of the day. And we help elevate what offer you're going to be given, period. Whether it's more salary, income, bonuses, perks, anything of that nature, it all is taken into consideration. And our guarantee is that if you follow our time-tested advice and counsel, we're going to work with you and for you until you find the position that you're looking for. As long as you're coachable, we guarantee that we're going to follow you and we're going to work with you until you find what you're looking for, because we know that if you follow our process, the results are a byproduct of the process. And if you are coachable, the results are completely predictable. And that is what we know to be true. So if you're willing to follow our process and be coached, we guarantee we can represent you. And it's not if, but when you find what you're looking for. We have a 97% success rate with our clients, and our typical clients start finding positions and finding positive results in as soon as 6 weeks. Now, and that's because the first 2 to 3 weeks that you spend with us, that's all starting with the end in mind. That's building your brand, that's creating you as an investment opportunity, that's doing all the groundwork, laying the tracks for the complete project. So my question to you is,